What is up, TRX fam? Zack Van Wagner coming at you from TRX HQ in San Francisco. All right, you guys, it is Monday night, so I'm here to start your week off right. Today's workout, all you're going to need is your TRX suspension trainer, and hopefully you've got some of these mini bands at home, whether they're TRX or your own style. But if you got the mini bands, bring them out. If you don't have the mini bands, it's okay. You can still do the workout, but we're just going to make it a little bit tougher at certain parts with these mini bands, all right? So, as noted, we are here for a TRX total body strength workout. So it's going to be strength focused all round long. We're going to go through 4 blocks of work in your workout today. Your first block of work, 45 seconds on, 20 seconds off. All on the straps, nice and simple, really working the range of motion, really getting those muscles to activate. Round number 2 is where we're going to push it. We've got an EMOM round. We're going to do a 90-second EMOM, and that's when you'll use that band for the first time. Your third round, we're going to work for 30, rest for 15. We're going to focus on core and mobility in that third block. And then finally, we'll end with a 4th finishing round where we're really going to focus on range of motion in a couple exercises we do. And again, working on the band or the mini bands. All right. So TRX, mini bands if you got them. That's all the equipment you need. We got strength focus, so we're going to focus on tempo, specifically slower tempo, and really thinking about squeezing the muscles, letting the contraction drive the movement. All right, so that's my frame up. Let's go ahead and get started with this warm up. In 3, 2, 1, we got jumping jacks. Woo! So as we start these jumping jacks, I would like you to feel out your shoulders. Kind of feel what they feel like right now. Are they feeling a little bit stiff? Are they feeling a little bit loose? What do you got going on there? What about those hips as you jump those feet in and out? Do you feel like you've got good control of the hips? Do you feel like it's easy to hop those feet in and out, or the legs feeling heavy, right? Let's go ahead and change it up. We got a runner stretch in 3, 2, and 1. All right, so hinge back those hips. You should feel a nice stretch in the hamstring on this first set. Hands to the floor, walk out to the plank position. Now I'm chasing my plank here with my wrist under my shoulder, ear, hip, shoulder, knee in line, and then I'm going to press up for a downward dog, pushing the floor away from me. As I pull myself back forward, I'm going to step my right foot up next to my right palm. Inhale, rotate that right palm to the ceiling. Exhale, take the forearm back to the floor, and then we're going to circle out those hips. After a couple big circles, we'll step the foot back into another downward dog, pushing the floor away from the hands, pushing the heels to the floor, pull back into that plank, step that left foot up next to that left palm. Inhale, rotate the left arm to the ceiling. Exhale, that forearm comes back down, circles out the hip, circles out the hip. From there, we're going to step that foot back into another downward dog. This time, maybe we add some pedals to the heels, trying to get that heel a little closer to the ground. Take that right leg up and over to open up the hip flexor. And then again, we'll step the right foot up, reaching the right arm up, keeping that back leg lifted, really entering into a big stretch of that hip flexor, and then rotate that right arm down, big circles in those hips. Do this other side with me, stepping it back. Again, a couple pedals, lengthening out those hamstrings, pushing those shoulders away from the ears. Let's step that right foot up, step that left foot up next to that left palm. Inhale, reach that arm to the ceiling. Exhale, bring that forearm back down. Circles out the hips, circles out the hips. We're going to go ahead and walk the hands back towards the feet this time. Keep the knees straight though. Big stretch in those hamstrings. We're up in 3, 2, and 1. All right, we're going to move to your TRX suspension trainer for some squat to rows. Your strap should be at mid-length, and you're standing facing the anchor point. Hands are going to start right next to your chest, thumbs at your shoulders. Take 1 or 2 steps in, extend both arms all the way out. Squat the hips to the heels. Squeeze your glutes to drive the hips up. Squeeze the shoulder blades, drive the elbows back. Extend out, squat it down. Again, squeeze the glutes up, drive those elbows back. Extend the arms down, drop the booty. Squeeze, squeeze, squeeze. Drive, drive, drive. Woo! 15 seconds left here. If you want to add a little bit of a speedier tempo, feel free. If you like that slow tempo we started with, stay right there. Driving it up. Driving it up. Last 3, last 2, and last 1. All right, we got to flip it around for some forward lunges and chest stretches. Hands start straight out in front of your chest. You're standing facing away from the anchor point. Big forward lunge step, drop the back knee straight down, push into the floor to stand up. Big forward lunge step, back knee drops, stepping it back. Keeping the chest up, keeping the hips level, right? If my hips were like a water bucket, I wouldn't want to be here because I'd be pouring the bucket of water out. Boom. Make sure those hips are still parallel to the ground. Now, if you want to take the arm straight up overhead, from a couple stretches you can. You can also take them out to a Y shape, right? So we call these I's, Y's, and T's. Chest stretch would be the T. Overhead stretch would be the I. Corner stretch would be the Y. Keep alternating, last couple seconds. Going to get to what's called a wall slide next in 3, 2, and 1. So walk forward a couple steps till your arms are forced straight up over your head. Press into the handles and make sure your ribs are hidden, not sticking out of your shirt. Once you've got that locked down, pull those elbows down, keeping the forearms vertical, stacked, wrist over elbow, and then pull back down. Again, push into the handle both directions. As I'm pulling down, I'm still pushing forward. As I'm reaching to the ceiling, I'm still pushing forward. Really trying to get range of motion in my shoulder blades. I'm trying to get those shoulder blades, those scapulas to move here. We're here for 3, 2, 1. Next up is a rollout. Keep your elbows straight. Take 2 steps back. Set your plank. Ear, shoulder, hip, knee in line. Tuck the tail. Squeeze those glutes. Think about bending the bar. Imagine you're holding a bar. Bend the bar by slowly rotating those thumbs up slightly, and then roll that body out. And then exhale, pressing it back up. Again, inhale, roll that body out. And then big exhale, pressing it back up. Still got a few seconds left. Try to get a few more reps in. But again, I'm chasing my plank here. Chasing the plank just means that your body is in proper alignment. Ear, shoulder, hip, knee, and ankle. Last 3, 2, and 1. We're going to continue to face the anchor point now. Side lunge and Cossack stretches. Feet are out nice and wide. Chest is tall. Sink your hips down to the right. That left knee is straight. Squeeze the glutes to come up. Shift to the left. Right knee is straight. Squeeze the glutes to come up. Once again, down to the right. Drive it up. Down to the left. Drive it up. Now this time when you go to the right, rotate on the heel. Left toe up. Stay low. Slide across the body. Toe up. Stay low. Slide across the body. Last 3, 2, and 1. All right, you guys. So that's our warm-up. Hopefully your blood's pumping a little bit. Heart rate's slightly up. Maybe even sweating a little bit. All right. So round 1, as a reminder, 45 on, 20 off. We're going to have our straps fully lengthened the entire time. We're going to be facing away from the anchor point pretty much the whole time too. So get comfortable here. Our first movement we're going to start with is a TRX Chest Press. Start by putting your hands straight out in front of your chest, walk your feet back, keeping them about hip width apart, maybe even shoulder width apart. Set your plank, ears to elbows. Let's start to lower down. Bring your chest in between those knuckles. Drive the hands into the handles. Squeeze, bringing it up. Again, inhale, bringing it down. Exhale, bringing it up. Right here in this first round, I just want you to focus on your movements. Are you owning the plank? Do you feel comfortable in this chest press position? In today's workout, we're going to continue to step things up throughout the whole set or the whole workout, so you don't have to start with the toughest position. All right, I want you to start with a position that feels good, brings confidence. If you feel good now, you can take your feet a little more narrow. Last 2 reps. Last 2. 1 more rep. Last 1. All right, you guys. So next up is a TRX Front Squat. So let's take those straps and put them underneath your arms. I want you to walk forward now until your handles and your chest meet each other. From there, take a step back with each foot so you're probably about 45 degrees from the ground. Now, keep your knees where they are in space. Bend them. Bring your hips back to the anchor point. Squeeze your glutes. Boom. Come out of it. Again, keep your knees right where they are in space. Imagine that there is a spike coming out of the ground right below your knee. And if your knee drops, you're going to stick yourself in the knee. Nobody wants to do that. So again, my hips are up, coming out of it. When I come out of that squat, I'm focusing on the boom, squeeze. My legs are like tree trunks when I'm right here. If you were to come and push me over, I wouldn't go anywhere. Right? You'd be pushing all you want, but boom, I'm rooted into the ground. My chest is up. My legs are squeezed. Last 3, 2, and 1. All right. TRX Tricep Press is next. Let's go back to those arms. Hands are straight out in front of the chest. Okay. I'm in my plank position. Ear, shoulder, hip, knees lined up. I'm going to bend the elbows while I squeeze my forearms together, bringing thumbs to temples, and then I'll push myself back up. So here we go. Lowering down, thumbs to temples as I squeeze my forearms together, and then I'm going to push myself back to the top. Inhale, lowers it down. Exhale. Now, if you're feeling like you're leaving your butt behind you on this one, offset your feet and then lean into the front leg and then use that front leg to drive the hip back. We don't want to dissociate the upper body from the lower body. We want the whole body to move as one unit. Again, if you want to make it a little bit tougher, feet can be more narrow. Okay, so we're on a smaller base of support, but those hips got to come with us. Last 5 seconds. 4, 3, 2, and 1. All right, TRX Rollout is next. We're going to double up on these shoulders and on that core work. So now, just like in the warm-up, same thing. It's almost the same movement as the tricep press. The major difference is the elbows stay straight. So once again, ear, shoulder, hip, knee in alignment. My glutes are locked in. I'm going to inhale, enter my rollout, and then I'm going to exhale away from the body. Here we go. Inhale, bring it on out. Exhale, bring it on back. Now, there's nothing wrong with stepping up here. If you're almost standing up straight, that's okay. I would rather you be more vertical and do the right movement than be steeper and only be doing this motion here, right? It's not some kind of forward hinge, right? Bringing it back to the top. And feet can be as wide as you want. The wider the feet, the more balance and stability you're going to feel through that trunk. Last couple seconds. Woo! My core is already fired up here. I'm feeling good. 3, 2, and 1. All right. We're going to go TRX Swimmer Start here. So let's get those straps, once again, underneath our armpits, just like for the front squat. Now for this one, walk those feet back a little less steep this time. So my feet are together. Take your right foot, offset it behind you so your left foot's forward. Drive into the ground off your left foot. Squeeze your right leg, pick that heel up to about hip height, back down, back down, back down. So I'm straightening that left leg, squeezing that right leg and right glute as I pick it up into the air. Boom, back down. I could even come up onto my toes on that left side, right? So here's without the toe, and then here's with a little calf raise. Up to you. Make sure your head's up. Those of you that took my class yesterday, we talked about this position for sprinter start. I'm really bad about keeping my head up, so hopefully you guys at home can call me out. Make sure I'm doing it right. Last 3, 2, 1. All right. Set that right foot right next to the left foot, because now we're just going to drop that opposite foot back, right? Same thing, other side. This is the last movement in this block. We're going to go back to the top after this. So here we go. Right foot is forward. Left foot is back. Drive into the ground with the right foot, squeezing that right leg, and then match that squeeze on that left leg. Now, on this set, notice again that my foot is only really coming up to about my hip height, right? What I'm not doing is this, where I'm trying to kick myself in the back of the head. Okay, you're doing too much. You're doing too much. All right, so clean it up, head up, drive that heel. Drive that heel. Drive that heel into the air. Squeeze in that booty. That booty should be really engaged right now. Both glutes. I'm standing on my right foot, so that right glute's extending the hip, and then I'm kicking that left heel up. 3, 2, and 1. All right, shake those legs out. Back to chest press. So straps come out from underneath the arms. Couple steps back, hands out in front of the chest. My glutes are tight here. My shoulders are in my back pockets as I begin. I'm going to bend that bar and then lower my chest down in between my hands and then drive away. Those of you that have that perfect push-up at home, right, same thing. You can actually do the same thing. So my thumbs are pointed to each other. As I come down, my thumbs rotate up. Right, that's just a little bonus. right? If this makes your shoulders feel better, hit it, right? If you're fine with keeping your thumbs in towards each other, there's nothing wrong with that. But are you scraping? Oh, right, if we're scraping, want those hands higher, and maybe you do want to rotate the thumbs up, right? That TRX strap should not be touching your body. Even if you're all the way down here, TRX still should not be touching that body. Last 3, 2, and 1. All right, back to those front squats. Straps underneath the arms here. So walking forward to the handle and the chest meet, couple steps back. Feet are wide. Feet are wide, at least shoulder width apart. So remember, you got those spikes coming out of the ground right below the knees. Don't let those knees drop. 3, 2, 1. Hips go back. Chest stays tall. Big squeeze. Remember, this is a strength workout today. Can you focus more on the contraction, meaning the squeeze of the quads, the squeeze of the glutes? Just in case you're feeling froggy and you want to leap, you can always jump a couple inches in front of you and then jump back to that squat. The challenge here is control. Can you jump back into the squat? Can you jump forward, land in your plank, right? Try not to give me these where you're just jumping. Boom, plank, squat position. Boom, plank, squat position. Hit, plank, squat position. One more. Hit, plank, squat position, and rest. Nice job, you guys. All right, straps out from under the arms. Tricep presses. So remember, hands are a little higher than what we did on the chest press. So hands are about shoulder height. Option 1, easiest way is to offset the feet, leaning into the front foot. Option 2, feet shoulder width apart. Thumbs come to temples, pressing out. Option 3, bring those feet close together. Make it a little bit tougher still. Right, the focus is on pushing the body back up, squeezing that tricep, right? That muscle underneath your bicep, bottom side of the arm. And again, I'm going to face you, but I'm not bowing the elbows out here, right? My elbows are nice and tight, coming at you, right? Coming at you. Got 15 seconds. Make adjustments as needed. I can feel I'm losing it a little bit, so I'm going to take my feet wider, driving it out. Driving it out. Last 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Woo! All right, so again, we're going to double up, supersetting the core and the shoulders with the rollouts. So hands are back out in front of the chest. Again, pretty much same position they were just in for the tricep press, but now your focus is a lot more on the hips and the rib cage, keeping the ribs hidden, keeping those apples turned on. Apples, not applesauce. Here we go. TRX rollout. 3, 2, 1. Rolling it out. Bringing it back up. Rolling it out. Bringing it back up. Now, I know some of you out there are like, how could I make this harder, Zach? I think I want to make this a little more challenging. Take those feet wider. Let's explore oblique angle. Maybe you roll over to the left. Notice how I'm pushing off my right foot to the left foot. Back to center. Then I'll go to the right. Pushing off the left foot, rolling to the right. Back to center, right? And then I'll hit the center just to make sure I'm being honest. Hit over to that left side. I can feel my core working. 5 seconds left. Over to that right side. If you got 1 rep left in you, feel free to hit the middle. 3, 2, and 1. All right, we're back to those swimmer starts. Main strap, once again, underneath the armpits. Walk forward to those hands, and the handles meet the chest. Let's offset that left foot back first this time. Right foot is forward. The right heel is off the floor. Drive into the ground. Squeeze the right leg. Kick that left foot up. Kick that left foot up. Right? So you can keep that right foot kind of stable right here, or you can get fancy and add that calf raise. Up to you. Kicking, kicking, maybe adding a little bit of a calf raise. Okay, can you hold the top? Can you hold the top? Bring it down. Can you hold the top? Hold the top. Bring it down. Can you hold it? Can you hold it? Bring it down. Bring it up. Hold. Hold. Can you bring the calf raise into it? Drop the calf raise. Reach the calf raise. Drop it down. Let's go both. Hold. 3, 2. Oh, man. 1. My calves are burning. All you runners out there, calves might not be burning, but my calves are burning from that one. So let's switch it over. Last set in this block. Left foot forward. right foot back. All right, so again, we'll start nice and simple. Don't worry about the calf raise unless you did it the whole time on the right. 3, 2, 1. Drive into the ground with the left foot. Kick that right leg up. Kick that right leg up. And again, you can keep that left foot right where it's at, or you can add that calf raise, working just a little bit more. Let's focus into that control. Can you hold the top? Holding, back down, pop it up, hold it, squeeze that right glute, back down, pop it up, hold, squeeze the glute, back down. Don't just have that leg in the air, all nilly-willy, boom, lock it out, back down, bring it up, hold, calf raise, give me another calf raise, one more calf raise, bring it down, one more rep, bah, and rest. Woo! Oh man, I don't know about you, but those calves are burning. All right, you guys, it's time to get into some fun. Take your straps to mid-calf. Take your straps to mid-calf. If you have your mini band, here's where you would put it on, all right? I'm going to put on my medium mini band here, but whatever mini band works for me works for you. This round is an EMOM every 90 seconds. So in 90 seconds, you're going to give me 10 of these things. TRX push-ups, TRX hip presses, and TRX hamstring curls. So in 90 seconds, you owe me 30 reps, but this is strength. So I want to pause at the top of your push-up. You'll come down, hold for a second. Down, hold for a second. If you need to come up by dropping the knees, that's okay. Then you'll flip over. You'll put your heels in, and you'll give me 10 of your hip presses in a row. After 10 hip presses, you'll then give me 10 hamstring curls. If you finish all that in 1 minute, you get 30 seconds of rest. If you don't, you get less rest, all right? So here we go. 10 push-ups in 3, 2, 1. Let's hit it. Again, 10 of everything. 10 push-ups in the TRX. If you need to drop the knees to come up, drop the knees. Right? 10 reps. Again, we are pausing for a second at the top. Owning the top of the plank. Owning the top of the plank. Owning it. Owning it. Owning it again. Then you got 10 hamstring or 10 hip presses. Okay, that band should be about at the kneecap, either just above or just below. Okay, 10 hip presses. 10 hip presses. Your thighs should be vertical. Squeezing the glutes. After 10 hip presses, 10 hamstring curls. Could you add in a pause when those knees are in that hip press position? Right, you guys got 18 seconds. So hopefully you're almost done. When you're ready, get back to those push-ups. All right, so you understand? In 90 seconds, you have to get all those reps in. Now, if you're trying to push it, add a rep. So the second time, do 11 of everything or keep it at 10. Here we go. 90 seconds starts now. We've got 6 rounds. You've done 1 so far. You've got 5 left. Heels are to the handles. I'm still adding that pause at the top of my push-up. And again, if this is too tough, take your feet out of the straps, y'all. Right? 10 push-ups or 11 if you're adding reps. And then you've got 10 of those hip presses. Okay, again, if you need to make it easier, scoot behind that anchor point. Right, this is going to be a little bit easier than if I was to be in front of it. But I'm pushing out on the knees. I'm pushing my feet apart to engage that mini band, right? And then you've got the hamstring curl. And again, you can stay here. This makes it easier, right? If you want to make it tougher, pull yourself away. Pull yourself away. Keeping those knees apart. You've got 25 seconds on the clock. If you're done, take that break. If you're done, take that break. Whew. All right. So that's 2 down. We got 4 to go. You're back to your push-ups. Okay. If anybody wants to add those reps, right, you'd be doing 12 rounds, 12 reps of each this time. Okay. Here we go. 3, 2, 1. 10 or 12 push-ups. 2, 3, 4, Again, pause the top. 5, 6. Woo. Hip presses are next. Again, you're doing 10 or 12. 1. Squeezing those glutes. Make sure you're not just lifting the hips up. Activate the glute. Again, contraction drives the movement. Whew. And then 10 hamstring curls. Butt can be down. Butt can be up. Arms can be down. Arms can be up. Can you keep adding that quick pause, though, at the curl point? 8. Woo. 9. And that's 10 for me. I got 30 seconds to rest. Oh, man. So again, that was 3. We're halfway there. We've got 3 more. If you're adding reps, you're now doing 13 of everything. If this band has become more of a nuisance, take it off. Right? If the push-ups are too tough in the straps, get out of there. Just do the push-ups on the ground. But vice versa, if those push-ups are feeling good, what could you do? Could you maybe add a crunch to it? Here we go. 3, 2, 1. 90 seconds starts again. We're halfway there. 1, 2, 3. Again, as I'm holding my plank, I'm just adding in a crunch. 4. You don't have to add this in, but you can if you want to. 8. Again, I'm only doing 10, but if you're adding reps, you're on 13. Woo! And if the hip press and hamstring curl are getting too tough, scoop behind that anchor point, right? Go that way behind the anchor point. Those of you that want to make it tougher, you're coming this way towards me. Here we go. 10 to 13 hip presses. 4, 5. Again, we should be squeezing those glutes to bring our hips up. We're not just lifting the hips. 7. Ooh, you got 30 seconds left. 30 seconds left. 1, 2, 3, 4. Woo! 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Woo! All right, 15 seconds. We're right back to it, right? So toes in if you got it. If that's too tough, take them out, right? I added some crunches on the last round. Feel free to throw them in. Otherwise, we're going in 3, 2, 1. Here it is. Push-ups. Again, holding the top. If you need to drop to the knees, go to the knees, right? I'd rather you be here on your knees than be here and only doing this. Making sure those elbows are going back towards the hips. Woo. Again, if you're doing the addition of reps, you should be doing 14 of everything. You're on 14 of everything. Ooh, hip presses are first. Right? Do the poke test. At the top of that hip press, are your glutes hard like apples? Or are they soft? If they feel soft, try to get that squeeze going. Woo, 39 seconds left. If you still have that band on, push out against the band. Heels apart, knees apart. Don't just have the band on and have your feet together. Defeats the purpose. Take the band off. Okay, help yourself there. Woo, 20 seconds. I believe you've got 2 left. I could be wrong, but I believe you only got 2 left. All right, so you're back to those push-ups in 10 seconds. And again, if you've got it, I want it. Let's go. Let's go. I know Jonathan's out there. Woo! I know Carol's pushing it. If not live with me, I know she'll catch up later. 3, 2, 1. Here we go, you guys. This is your last round, actually. Woo! This is the last round, so you should be on 15 of everything. If you're adding movements, if you're working with me and you're adding some flair, feel free. But again, the push-ups are all I need. The push-ups are all I need. I lost count. I'm going to do 2 more, though. 2 and 1. Woo! You got a minute left. 1 minute left. Get those hip presses in. Woo! Again, you're doing 10 to maybe even 15. 2, I've got my arms up to challenge my core more, but if I needed to, just put those arms down. 9, woo, and 10. 35 seconds. I'm gonna hit my hamstring curls here. If you wanted a hamstring curl for the rest of the set, you could, right? You could also take a break once you get to your number. Woo, 25 seconds left. Let's go, you guys, let's go. 3. Oh, I needed a break. Woo, bring it back up. I got 2 left. 2. I've got 1 left. You guys got 10 seconds left on that clock. If you got reps to finish, finish them. Last 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. All right, you guys. Quick little break here. If you want to keep your band, take it off real quick, take it off. But you have the option to use your band in this next round. All right? Actually, you are going to have to take the band off. So we're going to do, unless you have 2 bands. If you have 2 bands at home, then I would take the lighter band off, and I would use the lighter band for something we're going to do with our upper body. Okay, if you have a heavier band, you can keep that on for the lower body, but it's up to you. And those of you that don't have a band, don't worry. You can still follow along in this next round, all right? So again, I'm going to take a sip of water real quick. Whew, catch my breath. So this round is 30 seconds on, 15 seconds off. Excuse me. You got 4 exercises, 3 times through. So straps can stay at mid-calf. Bands, you can keep a heavy one on around your knees or below your knees, but if you only have 1 band, keep it off for right now because we're going to use it, okay? So here we go. Our first exercise is what's called the TRX W Row. So we're going to do this. I'm going to use this strap. We're going to do this for 30 seconds. What I want you thinking about is keeping your body in that perfect plank, okay? You're going to start with your elbows tucked in tight. Wrist is going to be pushing back as if you were pushing your hands back against a wall right here. So imagine pressing back against a wall. So hands facing the anchor point, elbows driven back. You're going to extend your arms all the way out, and then you're going to rotate those elbows down, pressing back again. What people are going to want to do here, they want to arch, lock their ribs down, all right? Here we go. Let's get set. Again, you can wear your band if you want, but you're going to need one for the upper body movement next. So pushing back. We're here for 3, 2, 1. Extend the arms all the way out. Drive those knuckles back. Hide your rib cage. Extend the arms all the way out. Drive the knuckles back. Hide that rib cage. Extend it out. Drive back. Hide the ribs. What we don't want to see is this movement here, right? If I grab this one, and your strap should be at mid-calf right now, right? If I'm here, I don't look like I'm in a plank. Boom, ribs locked down. Now, I'm back to that plank. All right, last couple seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. All right, so grab your band. If you've got your light band, that would be better. But if you only got 1, you only got 1. So if you've got your band, you're right here. I call this a Scap star. Point at the star, side of the star, diagonal. And then other hand, point, side, diagonal. Okay, 3, 2, 1, start there. Those of you without a band, you're just going to go shoulder taps. Feet wide, tap. Feet wide, tap. Keep those hips nice and stable. We could even do both from the knees, right? If it's impossible or too challenging to do it in a plank, just take it to the knees, right? You can still do it from here. Point, side, bottom diagonal. Point, side, bottom diagonal. 3, 2, 1. All right, toes in, body saw. Toes in, TRX body saw. Facing away from the anchor point. Okay, I'm going to scoop behind the anchor point a little bit to give myself a little bit of a break. Forearms under the shoulders, elbow under the shoulder more specifically, heels to the handles, saw the body back, saw the body forward. Okay, here we go. Saw the body back, saw the body forward. Again, if that feels too challenging, move yourself back a little bit so you have some assistance from the anchor point, right? Pendulum principle. pendulum principle, right? And if that's too tough, just hold your plank. We've only got 3, 2, and 1. Okay, grab the band. If you have a thicker one or a more challenging one, put it on just below the knees. Okay, grab your suspension trainer. We've got ab and adductions. So hands next to the chest. Drop your butt low. If you don't have a band, you're still doing this. Knees together, knees apart. Knees together, knees apart. Chest is up, shoulders in your back pocket. We're not here. We're not here. Okay, I'm in a squat, so I'm being challenged no matter what. Okay, the addition of the band, gonna make those inner thighs, those outer hips burn. I am using the straps to help hold me up, trust. Last 3, last 2, and 1. All right, so now you know the flow. We're doing that 2 more times. TRX W Row. If you want to just leave the band on, you can totally do that. If you want to take it off, it's up to you. W rows though, elbows in nice tight to the ribs, knuckles back, 3, 2, 1, extends the arms out, drives those knuckles back. My ribs staying nice and tucked. My shoulder blades down in my back pockets. Big squeeze of those shoulders, right? Getting some mobility here, getting some focused core work in. Last couple seconds. Okay, if you want to make it tougher, move those feet in, but don't break that plank. 3, 2, 1. All right, we're back to that scapular star. Or if you don't have a mini band, shoulder tapping. Okay, if you've got that scap star, it's around the wrist. Okay, I'm going to face this way. Okay, again, point. So stars do this, right? So point, side, diagonal. Here we go. Again, on or off the knees is up to you. So again, point of the star, side of the star, diagonal. Point, side, diagonal. Yep, I'm on my knees right now. I'm still in a plank. Right? I'm still in a plank if I'm here. Point, side, diagonal. Right? Can you do it from here? Last 3, 2, and 1. All right. Upper band is off, lower band stays on, or lower band can come off if you wish it to. We've got that squat with ab and adductions. Here we go in 3, 2, 1. In my squat, knees in, knees out. Now, I like to keep my feet flat here. Some coaches will tell you it's okay to roll out. I'm not telling you it's not okay to do it. I'm just telling you what I'm doing. Okay, if you want to try to roll the feet out, that's okay. Especially those of you that like to work the booty. Driving it out. Squeeze. Test it. Poke test. I can feel it. Last 3. Last 2. Oh, man. Last 1. All right. You know what I just realized? I messed it up. We were supposed to do the body saw there. But it's okay. That happens sometimes. So now we're body sawing, right? So now we're body sawing. Okay, so toes are in. Facing away from that anchor point. All right, 3, 2, 1, and we're body sawing. See, even coaches make mistakes sometimes, right? Even we make mistakes sometimes. And again, that's tough for me. I'm gonna move back. Being totally honest with you guys, I feel like we have a really good relationship. I really don't like body saws. They're tough, right? So oftentimes you find that things that we're not very good at, we don't really like very much, but we got to get better. Last 3, last 2, oh man, and last 1. All right, speaking of last 1, last round, we're back to that W row. Back to that W row. Ribs engaged, knuckles pressed back against that invisible wall, extend the arms out, and drive those knuckles back. Extend those arms out, and drive those knuckles back. I really like this one though. I really like movements that focus on keeping my shoulder blades moving correctly. Okay, I love to train my back. A lot of people like to train what they're good at. I find that I'm pretty good at pulling. So what are you good at? Okay, you good at pulling? Maybe you like the body saws. Last 3, last 2, and last 1. All right, we're back to that scap star or plank shoulder taps. Right, you can do this from a full plank position or a modified plank when those knees are on the ground. So here we go. Got my band around my wrist. I'm nice and sweaty, so this band's nice and sweaty. Here we go. Getting those scap stars. Point, side, and diagonal. woo, point, side, and diagonal, right? Or you're just doing those plank shoulder taps. Last 5. Ooh, should be last 8. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. All right, let's do the right order this time. Let's go body saw. So again, you can keep the band on, take it off. All right, I leave it on just because my legs got hair on them, and taking the band on and off a bunch of times kind of hurts. So I'd rather just leave it on, get stronger. Here we go, body saw in 3, 2, 1. Let's see it. All right, and if the body saw is too tough, you guys, boom, just hold the plank. All right, there's nothing that says you can't hold a plank. All the body saw is a plank with a saw in it, right? Right? If that's too tough, come out of the straps. Boom, you're here. Right? I could even body saw a little bit on my, out of my straps, right? We're here for 3, 2, and 1. All right, band back on the above or below the knees. One more time on these ad and abductions. Woo! My booty and my midsection are fired up. I know yours are too. All right, Cindy, here we go. Dropping that booty down, knees in, knees out. Knees in, knees out. Woo! Let's go. Andrew, you out there, my man? Woo! Let's go. Pushing those knees apart, together. Knees apart, knees together. Squeeze. Squeeze. Woo! Martha, remember these? Back in the good old days at 6 a.m. Woo! A little bit later than that, but you got this. Let's go, Martha. 3, 2, oh my gosh, and 1. Oh, all right. All right. So grab a quick sip of water. Woo! And we're going to get one more round in. One more round in. Oh, man. Sound like, what's his name, Ric Flair saying woo all the time. All right, you guys. So final round, AMRAP. Okay? 8 reps of a low row. 10 reps of a squat jump. 8 reps of a single arm low row again. And then finally 20 plank jacks. So here's what your set will look like. Your straps are at mid-length. Okay, they'll stay at mid-length. You could even, if you're looking for a steeper angle, you could even take them to fully shortened. Okay, so mid-length or fully shortened is up to you. I would leave the band on around your ankles the whole time. Here's how we're going to move here. You guys are going to give me 8 single arm rows. Let's say on the left hand first, right? So I'm here, 2 seconds up, 2 seconds down. Okay, you got to honor that. 2 seconds up, 2 seconds down. 8 reps. Grab the other handle. 10 reps. Squeeze the glutes. Squeeze the glutes. Squat jump. Then go right hand. 8 reps. 2 seconds down, 2 seconds up. Finally, you're on the ground. 20 plank jacks. Trying to keep this pace right here to honor that plank position and to honor that squeeze of the glutes, all right? You've got 8 minutes to go as many rounds as you can on that circuit, all right? So here we go, 8 low rows, left arm, 2 up, 2 down, starting in 3, 2, 1, and let's go to work. 1, 2, up, up, like that. 1, 2, up, up, down, down, 2, 3, down, down, 2, 4, down, down, 2, 5, down, down, 2, 6, down, down, 2, 7, down, down, 2, 8. Grab both handles. 10 squat jumps with the mini band. If you don't have the mini band, you're just doing squat jumps. Here we go. 10 of them. Squeezing those glutes. Driving through those hips. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Whew. And then 8 single arm rows on the right. Elbows locked in. Ghost arm on the left. Down, down, up, 1. Down, down, up, 2. Down, down, up, 3. Down, down, up, 4. Down, down, up, 5. Almost there. Keep it going. down, down, up. 7, down, down, up, and 8. All right, 20 plank jacks. And again, you want to try to find a medium pace tempo so you can own the squeeze of the glute. 1, squeeze, squeeze. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. We got 20, 10 more. 10, 9. Woo, that's 20. All right, you're right back to it. Left arm. Same tempo, all right? Work at your own pace, but honor the pace we set. Okay, and just in case you want to make this harder, you can always put that mini band on back around the wrist and see what it feels like to do those single arm rows with that mini band pulling apart. But you're still going 2 down, still going 2 back up. All right, so 2-second count, down and up, option to use the mini band. Woo! I want to push it on this mini band too. I'm going to push it with you guys. So again, 2-second on the down, 2-second on the up. Then you've got 10 squat jumps. 10 squat jumps follow that left arm row. Whew. Keep that count. Again, 1, 2, down, down. Let's go. Okay, make sure you hit that. I would take the band away for the squat jumps unless you're really, really pushing it, just to make sure we've got everything working correctly. 3, 4, and 10 on here. 5. Whew. And we've got the other side. Oh man, feeling it, feeling it. Hopefully all you guys are out there. Katie, better be loving all this mini band work we got going on here, girl. This is for you. Okay, if anybody wants to blame somebody, it's Katie's fault. Here we go. I'm doing mine. Again, you should be on your own pace. You're not waiting for me. 1, 2, 3, 4. Down, down, up, up. Woo! If you're using that mini band for the rows, man, outside of the shoulders are probably burning. Right above that armpit crease in the back, right where that rear delt sits. That's where I'm feeling it. Where are you guys feeling it? Where are you feeling it? I think I got 2 more. I got 1 more. Woo! All right, I'm to my 20 plank jacks. Again, 20 plank jacks. Again, we're trying to find that nice tempo so that we can feel the glutes moving. Right, this is still strength. Yeah, we're getting the heart rate up, but the goal isn't to be gassed. The goal is to feel the glutes, the outer hips, really squeezing like we're getting lots of good pump in there. 1, 2, 3, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. All right, you guys, just under 3 minutes. Okay, just under 3 minutes. Again, single arm rows for 8, squat jumps for 10, single arm row for 8 on the other side, plank jack for 15. On those single arm rows, hopefully you're fighting that rotation. Right, as I row with my left, I'm not dipping and rotating forward with this hand. Right, my shoulders are staying square. Using the band actually helps with that, because you'll notice that if you're using the band, okay, those of you that have it, you'll notice that with the band there, if you let that shoulder drop, it kind of doesn't, it stretches, right? The band stretches at the bottom, which is what we don't want. We don't want that arm to come down. That elbow, shoulder should all stay in line. All right, 2-minute warning, 2-minute warning. Woo! Finish my left arm. I'm going to step in a little bit. There we go. Whew. Pushing it here at the end. 5, 6, 7, woo, 8. Back on my squat jumps. Again, if that band is starting to cause more harm than good, if your form is breaking down to the point where you're losing it, get rid of the band, all right? We got 90 seconds to push here. No excuses. No excuses for bad form. No excuses for bad form. Carol, talking to you. Just kidding. Carol works at one of the other TRX studios out on the East Coast. She's pretty badass. Watched some of her videos before. She's good with what she does. Woo! There's my 10. I gotta get my right arm in. Minute warning. Minute warning. Make sure you guys are finishing strong. Minute left. Okay, again, you can slow it down all you want as long as you're working hard. Still giving me 2 seconds up, 2 seconds down those rows. That tempo is a game changer. That angle is a game changer for me. 2 more. One more. All right, you guys, 30 seconds. 30 seconds, wherever you're at. 10, I got 10 left, 10. Woo! Woo! 5, 4. We got 5 seconds left. When you finish, either keep going, hold the plank. 3, 2, 1, and done. Woo! Ladies and gentlemen, way to bring it today, y'all. Man, who would have thought this little thin band of rubber would deliver such an experience? Woo! So if you use the mini band, excellent work. If you didn't have a mini band, they're very cheap, super cheap. These are only a couple bucks on the TRX training site, but there's plenty of mini bands out there. Obviously, would love for you to get it from us, but I want to show you to move. I just want you to move. So if you don't got one, get one, and you can join us for this workout and come fully on the next time. But those of you that didn't have mini band, hope you were able to follow along. I tried to give you just as good of a workout. So now that I've talked you through your water break, let's adjust our straps back down to mid-length. We'll walk back to face the anchor point. We got your reload to then get you guys out of here. So here we go. Arms are straight out in front of the chest. Feet are about hip to shoulder width apart. I want you to fold your hips in half, reaching your back pocket towards the floor. Head goes right between those arms. Deep breath in. Exhaling out. Once more, deep breath in. Big exhale. All right. Rotate the chest to the left side of the room by straightening your left knee, looking underneath the left shoulder to the ceiling or the sky. Breathing in. Breathing out. Breathing in. And as you exhale, let's rotate the chest to the right side of the room, looking underneath the right shoulder. Again, pressing those back pockets to the ground, looking underneath the arm to the ceiling or the sky. Breathing in. Breathe it out. Breathe it in. Come to center with me, and then lower those hips all the way down. 1 or 2 small little steps forward, allowing those hips to sink down nice and low. From here, I like to drop one knee off at a time, opening up the hip socket, kind of scrubbing the hip socket, the head of the leg bone, or the femur, if you will. All right, you guys, from here, press the hips back, round the spine all the way up. You're standing up straight, hands to the chest. We got a figure 4 squat stretch next. So right foot's going to center, left foot's going to cross over, and we'll simply sit into our figure 4 squat stretch. Ideally, your hips are at your knee level or below, and then rotate your left hip towards that anchor point, sitting that butt over to the left. Now you can stay here with it. You could also hop forward, come onto the ground. Either of those work, totally up to you. Okay, let's take a big breath in twice. Exhale, push that left knee down, big breath in. Exhale, and switch. If you're standing, stand on your left foot, cross the right foot over the knee and sit back down. Those of you on the ground, go straighten that left leg, cross that right foot over, pull the left heel in, and then reset. Right? Again, if you're standing up, you're right here in this position. All right? So let's press that right knee away, rotate the right hip towards the anchor point. 2 breaths. Big exhale, another breath. Big exhale, and lift. Shake it out. All right. If you're on the floor, let's stand you up. Let's take the feet nice and wide here. Wide stance, hip hinge stretch. Press into the handles. Reach the butt behind you. Reach the fingertips towards that anchor point. Breathing in. Breathing out. Breathing in. Breathing out. Bend the knees softly. Reach the butt back a little further. And then start to sway left to right. Just kind of massaging that low back. Last 5, 4, 3. Slowly come to a stop. 2, 1. Around that spine all the way up. Whew. All right. We're going to go ahead and face away from the anchor point now. Little, what we call arm sweeps. So facing away from the anchor point, walk forward till your handles are pulled slightly behind you. Once they're behind you, press into both handles. Bring that top hand all the way up and back down. Inhale, bring it up. Back down. Again, bring it up. Back down. Inhale. Up. Good. You should be pressing into both handles as you move here. Your strap shouldn't be sawing back and forth like so. They should be nice and stable. You should feel a big stretch on the back of the shoulder that you've crossed. Let's go one more each arm. Last 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. All right, let's stretch the chest now. Walk forward till those arms are now pulled behind you. Leaning into this chest stretch. Big breaths in. Big exhales out. Big breath in. Big exhale out. Probably should feel in the chest today, right? We did those chest presses in the beginning. We had that set with those push-ups in there. Right, if you did 10 each time, you did 60. If you added reps each time, you did closer to 75. Okay, we were in those plank positions, using all those bands. So really just getting those shoulders to open up again. All right, let's go ahead and get into a hip flexor stretch to work out those hips from all the planking we added in there. So step your right foot forward, drop your left knee down. Both arms remain straight up over the head for a second here. Take a deep breath in. Reach your left hand up as you drop your right hand behind you. So continue to reach that left hand up. That'll make sure we don't enter into that arch position. And now squeeze the left glute, holding for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. All right, bring that right arm up, right knee down. So keep both hands overhead, step the left foot forward. Okay, again, tuck the hips, reach that right hand up. Keep reaching it up as you drop the left hand back. Don't stop reaching up through that right hand. Squeeze your right glutes, holding here for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. All right, you guys stand it all the way up. Go ahead and bring both arms behind your back. Palms rotate to face the ceiling. Pull into those handles to create a forward fold to your body. Put your forehead to your knees, and now nod your head up and down. Yes. Tuck your chin. Straighten the knees a little more if you can. Shake your head left to right. No. Come back to center. One more nod. Yes. With the chin tucked, round the spine up till you're standing up straight. Deep breath in. Reach up and over the head. Come onto the balls of your feet. Exhale, pressing into the handle. Drop the arms behind you. Take a step back towards your anchor point to release the straps. Ladies and gentlemen, you guys are all done. Excellent, excellent work today, you guys. So for those of you that use the band, your hips are probably going to be a little more sore than you're used to. Unless you use the band for the volume we did today, you are going to feel a difference. So stretch it, lots of water. Same thing with the band in the upper body. If you've never used a band in the upper body to do volume like we did today, those shoulders are going to be feeling it. So make sure that you check out some of our recovery workouts to loosen up a little bit. All right, those of you that took Crystal's yoga class this morning, okay, maybe revisit it. If you didn't take her class, it's already archived, so go hit that up. All right, we got plenty of stuff for you guys. Once again, thank you so much for tuning in for another TRX Live workout. My name is Zack Van Wagner, just in case you forgot. As always, leave us some comments, leave us some tips, say what you liked, say what you didn't like. I can't promise I'll take out any of the hard stuff, but I can promise I'll give you guys stuff of what you do like. So enjoy the rest of your Monday evening. I believe I'm back on Friday night. So for Friday night, I will see you then for another strength beat down. Have a good rest of your night, you guys.